This video is not for everyone, as it's raw and unedited footage of a coaching session that I did this week with a beginner. During the quick 20-minute session, we covered his forehand, his backhand, and his serve. And so if you're a beginner or a coach, you might find it interesting. But if you're an advanced player, this video is probably not for you. But be sure to check out some of my other videos. Now, before jumping into the footage, to give a bit of context about the player and how this came about, I was coaching Jacob, who is a health and well-being coach from London. He's also a content creator who posts videos of himself trying new activities, hence him coming to see me to give tennis a go. Now, you may have noticed that I actually never post videos of me coaching my players, as when I'm coaching them, I want to give them my undivided attention. However, because Jacob was filming the session, I decided just to set my camera up at the back of the court to film it too. And I know that this style of video won't reach many people. However, if it helps a few beginners and a few coaches, it's definitely worth me uploading. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Right, Jacob, if you start on the service line, which is that line just behind you there, we'll just do a very gentle rally in the boxes and then we'll go from there. So, obviously you're a sporty guy. Yeah. Have you played any ball sports?
I played cricket before. I grew up playing cricket.
Okay.
So, yeah, that. Played a lot of football and rugby.
Okay.
So, I know how to move, but I haven't played in a while. I played like a small amount of tennis at school.
Yep.
But the one thing for me is like I never learned to serve.
Okay.
So I'd love to, by the end of this, to be able to serve properly.
Amazing. So we'll focus mainly around the serve. It really helps that your movement is good and that your hand-eye is good, because generally that's the first thing I work on with a player. Yeah. And I can see you've got a really good athletic base and you're ready to pounce.
Yeah, I think if I can learn to serve, show off to my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be a big one for me.
Nice. Right, I'm going to mix up a little bit now. So some to your forehand, some to your backhand.
And does it matter if it's one or two hands?
So when you were hitting your backhand earlier, you were kind of mixing between the two. Yeah. Now, it's down to your preference, really. Okay. Some players prefer a two-handed backhand, some are one. What feels natural to you?
I think, for me, a two-handed forehand feels natural, just because we were speaking about cricket.
Yep.
And like for me, I'm kind of standing in this stance here, especially if I'm doing like a pull shot.
Yep.
Kind of it's coming high to low like that. Whereas for a backhand, it feels more natural if I do it with one hand.
Interesting. So it's quite a rare thing to do that. Yep. It's not out of the question. It's not against the rules. Yep. The reason it's a rare thing that we see is what you just showed me. Show me your two-handed forehand again on this side. So generally speaking, a right-handed player has their right hand at the bottom of the grip, yeah, and their spare hand on top, okay, because this allows them then to release for a forehand, release for a backhand, or keep two hands on. Right, I see. The problem that you may come across, you know, as your level improves, yeah, is if you have your cricket grip, yeah, if you choose to let go with your forehand, your hand is now at the top of the grip. Brilliant. So you lose a bit of reach. You also lose a little bit of a lever, so your power decreases, yeah, as well. Also, if you then change for your backhand, you've got to shift your hands and move them the other way around.
I'd never thought about it like that.
It would probably feel really odd for you though to switch your hands and use two hands.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking kind of standing. I mean,
what I would recommend is trying to keep one hand on your forehand and get used to that, get into the habit of doing that. Okay. It's just going to be a bit more swift to change from side to side. On the backhand side, I'll take a look. It'll be interesting to see what you prefer, whether it's two or one. I think you're going to go for a one. Okay. So now, one hand for everything, but you've got to get your left hand on the top of the grip after every shot. Yep. So you'll hit a forehand, get back to here, hit a backhand, and get back to here. Perfect, let's try it.
I get it.
Here we go. Nice. Tough one, get behind it. Good. Good. Backhand. Nice. Here we go. We'll do one more rally. It is. And you're definitely not used to playing on this surface. Nice, nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, it might feel a bit odd, but I think if you persevere with that, eventually it's just going to save you a little bit of time when changing between your forehand and backhand.
Muscle memory, I guess, yeah.
For sure, for sure. Now, we'll go back to the baseline.
Yeah.
One thing to bear in mind now that we're traveling further, the ball's coming a bit faster, it's going to bounce deeper as well. So try to make sure after every time you hit the ball, you recover back behind the baseline, just so you've got space to move to the ball. Because I noticed even in the boxes there, sometimes you ended up hitting on the back foot. So as long as you start further back, you'll have that room then to step in.
Come into it.
Exactly. So start behind the baseline. Remember, we want to be moving into each shot. So move forwards. Good try. And again. Another. Now, you are, and you're actually doing that okay. One thing that's going to help massively is preparing your racket before the ball bounces on your side of the court. What's currently happening is you're waiting for that bounce, then you're taking your racket back, causing you to hit it late and then into the net. So in the next ones, prepare your racket before it bounces, almost feel like you're waiting for the ball, and then swing from low to high. Yeah. Okay, ready. Prepare the racket now. That's it, and then low to high. Good. Prepare. Good. Prepare, go, 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 go. Tough one. They're all going over now. That was good, that was better. We'll go again. Prepare. Yes. Prepare. There we go. Yes. You're all over it now, Jacob. Keep going. Yes. Superb. Yep. Yep. That's so much better. How?
It feels a lot better.
Yeah.
Instead of the ball coming to me and then coming back, I'm already ready to actually swing.
Absolutely. And without even mentioning it, you're now hitting with topspin.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that before?
I have.
Okay.
That's what feels natural to me.
Yeah.
When I hit a backhand, I can do a bit of backspin.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I slice it a bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, because there is a way for us to get topspin on your backhand too. It is tougher, but we'll just do a few more on your forehand. Prioritize that backswing, and I would say to make it even better now, rather than preparing really quickly and waiting for a long time, start your preparation early, but make it slow so that the racket doesn't stop. So it'll be slow, 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 and then through.
And I'm trying to hit it side on as well.
When you connect with the ball, your body will have already turned a bit, but you want to prepare side on.
Kind of like a golf shot.
Yeah, you could look at it like that.
So.
That's it. When you do it, instead of going down in a U shape, with the kids we say draw the letter C, so you'll actually take your racket more upward, then down, and then through. Yeah, like that. Let's try it. You might hit a few on the grass. Okay, here we go. Ready? There we go. Nice. It's in. Drop shot. That's okay. Good. Ah! You got some power. Here we go. Another one. That one was a bit later, so prepare early. What can help is make that C shape. Again, with the kids, we say instead of a capital C, make a small C. Okay, that will just save you a bit of time and allow you to prepare a bit earlier. So small C, that's it. That's so much better. Small C. Good, Jacob. Ah, it's a tough one. Whoa, good effort. Right, let's do a 10-shot rally. 1, small C. 2, good. 3, 4. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6. Looking good though. for sure. Really good. 2. Nice top spin. Keep that C small. Good. Lovely shot. Yep. Last one. Last one, then we'll look at the backhand. And again. Let's do one more, because you can get to 10 here. I think maybe take a little bit of pace off it. So small C. 1, 2, perfect. 3, 4, lovely. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you've got this. 2, good. 3. Yeah, good height over the net. 5, lift it up. 6, well saved. 7, 8, 9, and lift. He's done it. Well done, buddy. That was good.
That felt a lot nicer when I was just trying to hit it too hard.
Yeah.
I think before I was just kind of stuck out.
Of course, and that is where most people go wrong,
Yeah.
is once the confidence comes, you feel invincible and you start really going for it, then the mistakes come in. What happens then is people go back into cagey mode and start pushing it. But what I liked was there, instead of going into push mode, you kept your technique but just slowed it down a bit, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, it feels a lot nicer.
Nice. So you mentioned about your backhand,
Yes.
that you tend to slice it,
Yeah.
and that you'd like to be able to maybe hit over it like you were on your forehand. The tough part is actually the grip that you're using.
Okay.
With this grip, we call it the continental or the chopper grip. It puts your strings in an open position pointing upwards, which naturally, for you to get the ball over the net, you're either going to push it up really high, or you're going to end up slicing it, which is what you were doing.
Got you.
What we want to try and do is get our knuckle more on the top bevel of the grip here. This will then flatten out your strings, allowing you to hit the ball here, as opposed to that open racket face. Now, because you haven't done this before, it's going to feel completely alien.
Yeah.
And it should, because you're changing something.
Okay.
But we'll start here and work
So kind
back.
of holding it like this.
Exactly. Maybe a tiny bit more round to where you're comfortable. So move that knuckle a tiny bit more this way. There. So that's probably in between what you were doing before and what we want to get to. And as you strike now, you're going to go slightly over the ball,
Slightly over.
rather than under the ball.
Got you. So like a
Exactly. Yeah. And
bit of ping pong back in.
it's a little bit like table tennis.
Yeah.
Try not to use your wrist though.
Okay.
If you can just keep that wrist position nice and stable, your natural swing path, it should get the strings in the right angle. Let's try it. Go slowly to begin with, and then when you feel confident, we can gradually up the pace. That's it. So bounce and hit. Good. 2. Good. 3. Yep. 4. Eyes on the ball, watch it onto the strings. That's the one. And again, 2 more. Good, Jacob, last one. Okay, that's pretty good. The only ones you hit in the net were just because you hit the ball as it was moving upwards. You were just a bit too close to it, that was all. So on the next round, focus a bit more on your positioning first, and then get that swing path.
Like a nice side on.
Definitely, like you were. I mean, you were pretty good with being side on, but sometimes when I feed it closer to your feet, you might need to sidestep back a little bit to create space. Yeah. A bit like fencing. You watch fencing? Yeah? Okay. Right. Okay, so give yourself space first. That's it, and then step in. Good. Give yourself space, step in. Nearly got the camera. Nice. And again. That's the one. Yep, 2 more, and then we'll head back. Beautiful. Oh, natural now.
There we go. That's feeling quite nice, actually.
Should we try it from the back?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah?
Cool.
Very good.
That feeling when you hit a nice one and it
Yeah.
just kind of pings off, you're like, I'm feeling good.
Exactly, you feel like a pro, like Roger Federer. From the back, it will be more difficult. So don't feel, disheartened if you miss a couple, but you'll soon get that feeling back once you've practiced.
Okay. I've got Roger Federer's racket as well.
Oh.
I don't know if this is actually one, but
That is why you have his backhand. Love it. Preparing early like your forehand, and use those little side steps to adjust if you need to. Yep. Nice. That was a tougher feed. Give yourself space, then step in. Yep. That's the one. Good.
It feels harder further back, I know what you mean.
It is. I think one thing that was going to help you massively here is those little side steps that you did, do them more. Okay, so as the ball's coming towards you, just a couple of little shuffles to adjust to the ball. And the one that you want to do, the most important one, is the last one, because you want to be stepping in as you strike. A few of those you were just leaning backwards a bit. Okay? Yeah, perfect. So you got your body weight going forwards. Adjust, step in. There we go. That's it. Adjust, 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 step in. Good try, and again. Woo. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness. 2 more. Yep. 1 more, finish on a good one. Eyes on the ball. Fantastic. So you've now got a drive backhand, not just a slice one. Awesome. So the serve. So yeah, like I just said, get the ball toss out in front of you. So if you remember when we were talking about the backhand, you want the feeling of your body weight going forwards, and it's the same on the serve. And actually, if the ball's out in front, exactly that, you're going to land inside the court. So try a couple like that and see how it goes.
Like when I'm serving at the moment, like I'm just kind of hitting it, I'm not really moving. Am I guess like in rugby, right, you're doing a kick and you follow through. Am I doing that?
Exactly the same. Yeah, so you'll notice when the pros serve, they actually land a good foot inside the court.
And they're kind of jumping as well.
They are. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Well, we'll see how we go. But for now, ball toss forwards and then just try and get into the court. Yeah. That's the one, isn't it?
2-4.
Okay, so for a reference, that was here.
Yeah.
If you hold your hand out in front of you, so ideally, you want the ball to go straight up from that point. Okay, so rather than thinking about, you know, how far in front, just get the ball to go straight up from where you release it, and that will help. Brilliant. That was so much better, and your body fell into the court there. Yeah, yeah, good. So just keep...
It's when I'm not trying to do the whole...
Yes.
I'm actually just kind of just going like that, right?
And again, that's okay. So just got to persevere through the tough ones. And you probably felt that was too far forwards, but it's better than going too far back. Good. Just make sure your feet are behind the line to start with, that's all. That's it. It's coming. Nice. Now, I'm going to film your serve so that you can see your serve. Because there's something that you do that when you see it, you'll realise. Give me 1 second while I get my phone.
Feeling a lot better already.
It's looking great. It's looking great. I'm not going to tell you what it is until you see it, because you'll change it probably. But have you got a ball there? Right, just go for your normal serve. Okay, so I'll show you. That was a good toss. You can see you're stepping in. What I want you to do is look at your eyes when you actually strike the ball. Okay, where do you think your eyes should be?
When I'm hitting the ball?
Yeah, when you're striking the ball.
Where I want to hit it?
Okay, so that's what you are doing. They should actually still be looking at the ball.
Right, okay.
So if you
I'm thinking about cricket again.
Yes. So you can see there, you're already looking that way.
I'm not even looking at the ball.
Which is
impressive,
crazy that you can hit the ball.
Yeah.
Because that ball is still moving. You're not looking at it. It's moving down, 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 and somehow you're still able to connect with it.
Yeah, fine.
So if you, when you get home, watch Roger Federer videos. Roger Federer, you've got his racket.
Yeah.
He actually keeps his eye on the ball up to his contact point, but his eyes actually stay locked onto where his contact point was after the ball's left his strings. So it's actually the opposite to what you're doing. You're looking away too early. Now, because your timing is very good, you get away with it, but your timing could be even better if you locked onto the ball.
Looking at the ball.
If you're looking at the ball.
I didn't even realise I was doing
No, I
that.
wanted to show you it because that was quite obvious then, wasn't it? So it might feel odd again because your body, your posture is used to being already down like this. But you'll see when pros hit the ball, they're up. Everything's up. Yes. It's going to feel a bit odd.
Okay. It's a bit dizzy.
So up at the ball. Up.
There we go.
That's like the quickest improvement I've seen on a serve. That was an ace. Unbelievable.
Okay. Crazy how looking at the ball actually makes.
Hey, yeah. Who'd have thought it? Good. Good.
Okay, this is making it a lot easier already.
Your mates better watch out. You're going to be pumping down aces.
My girlfriend as well. Playing with her.
Does she play?
Not really, but
You'll be giving her some
we were
tips
going
now.
to- Yeah. This is the thing, like when I did climbing for the first time,
Yeah.
I went with my mates, I'm like, oh, so you got to do this,
Yeah.
you got to do that.
Yeah, it's great though.
Yeah, it's good.
There's something nice about feeling like you can help somebody,
Yeah.
isn't there?
But I think like with trying new things as well, right? Like we come into this and I've never played, well, I've rarely played tennis before.
Yeah.
It's a bit daunting, right? But like you try it, you learn a lot quicker than you think, and actually, like even if you're bad, that's fine. Like it's okay to be bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, I think tennis is a sport that has quite a tough learning curve at the start. So people that take up tennis for the first time, they might have a can of 4 balls. They'll try a couple of rallies and every 2 or 3 shots they're missing, so they're having to walk around and pick up the balls. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
But if you think about how we started the session quite close with soft rallies, anyone could do that, and then it becomes fun. So
Progressions, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
I think some people, they watch the pros and they go straight back to the baseline and try to play like the pros, but it's not as fun.
Well, and that's the thing, you want to quit, right? Because you
Yeah.
come in, you try, like you're not as good as you think you're going to be, and then
Yeah.
obviously that's going to mean that you're going to end up quitting. So
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
You've got to be bad at something to be good at it.
I love it. Love it. Good. Right, we'll do 3 more serves, including 1 ace, hopefully. Try. Felt like that ball toss was a little higher, which in some ways makes it more difficult because the ball's moving down more quickly. So you want to throw the ball just high enough so that you're stretching to it, but no higher than that point. That's it. Woo!
There we go.
We can stop on that one. Mate, that was unbelievable. What a serve.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
That's good.